Should our political party of indefinite life extension supporters be a single issue party, or should it maybe have position on other questions and maybe even try to have a clear formulated stance on all positions? That's an interesting question, and different people and organizations answer it differently. For example, in USA, there is USTP, United States Transhumanist Party, and they clearly try to have their opinion on a lot of subjects. So they try to find a solution that doesn't really necessarily coincides with opinion of Republican or Democratic Party, but includes clear vision of future developments and how technology and progress in AI and other things can help with the problem. That's nice approach. However, like there would be always discussions and not all people would agree with each other on those questions and how we should position ourselves on those questions. I'm not sure what what kind of party we should be. I tend to think that we should be a single issue party, just like a Rejuvenation Party in Germany is. They are single issue party. That prevents us basically from discussing a lot of other different things. By the way, we unfortunately always have a lot of discussions of different things in our Telegram chats. But anyway, um, we can say that having opinion on a lot of things can uh, decrease size of our party, because many people would say that okay, they support that and this and I don't support that and I don't want to be in a party that has such opinions. That's one side. But on the other side, um, for example, we might unite with effective accelerationists, and if especially if they would agree with us on on certain important aspects, effective accelerationism is probably somewhat like, I would not say that it is more popular than our movement, but it's on the same level, probably. At least there are a few very prominent people who support it. They have a lot of money and so on. I think that with help of effective accelerationist movement, we might get more votes probably. Like we might try to make a program that would unite our strong points. But at the same time, there are, for example, AIs, like mm, people who think that AI might be somewhat dangerous and that we need to put a lot of money to trying to make AI safe. And I personally agree with that, but there are also many people who just hate this direction of discussion. And there are also people who effectively hate effective accelerationist movement, because effective accelerationists tend to call AI safety people like fear mongers and so on. I basically think that we should respect each other in this question. I mean, uh, of course, we should put a lot of attention on AI safety, but at the same time, AI is one of our best hopes for good future where we all will live? It's a complicated question, but um, I'm glad that uh, this question is not ignored and acknowledged in top AI experts community. So such people as Yoshua Bengio and Jeffrey Hinton and many other people from OpenAI and DeepMind acknowledge the problem, have certain AI safety committees. That's great. I mean, we obviously are not yet at the point where AI can do something very dangerous for our civilization and so on, but we are going there, and in like 10 years, I don't know, some people would say 5 years, some people would say 20 years, we might step by step approach that future. But anyway, um, I think that this illustrates the problem. Should we try to formulate our clear positions on other aspects or not? Like, for example, in Germany, there are left center party SDP and right center party CDU, CSU Union. And some people in our chats say that let us call ourselves like left center party, or at least have a position on certain economic and green and so on questions similar to what left center party have. I don't know whether it's a good decision. On the one side, I think that generally we need to understand how many people from right center political spectrum support us, and how many people from left center spectrum support us. I understand that people from CDU, CSU, and FDP probably might tend to initially at least to oppose increasing of government funding of science. I am not sure. Maybe they don't have such stance on science specifically. Like, I would suppose that as they are right center parties, they would try to decrease government funding, decrease taxes. Like, that is what right center parties would usually do. But maybe when it comes to science, maybe they would not be so they would not insist that much, because our case is very important, and of course state should fund research, fundamental research in medicine. We should try to understand their position, the position of their activists on that matter, the position of their members of parliaments, and so on. But hypothetically, let us suppose that, for example, in terms of percents of electorate, there are like 4% of people in right center spectrum who are willing to support us, and for example 10% of people in left center spectrum. So in that case, maybe we should consider positioning as left center party, because like maybe in that way we would be able to attract more people from left spectrum. This all depends on specific numbers that we should analyze. Uh, Generally, my view of that problem is that we likely should be a single issue party. In one of previous videos, I mentioned that I am proponent of existence of many different indefinite life extension parties. So, for example, one party should argue for defeating death and living forever. One party maybe should argue for cryonics, and one party that would be somewhat milder and would probably get more votes is a party that would make emphasis on defeating cancer, because there are about 5% people in European Union that who right now have cancer, and they have like 15% maybe or 20% of people who have them as relatives, as friends, for whom their lives matter really much. Maybe, hopefully so, maybe that is more important for them, that science would defeat cancer ASAP. Maybe that would be more important than political distinctions between like CDU and SDP and Green and our party. Anyway, we would see that. Does this principle, does this point applies to this problem that we devote this video to? Maybe, like maybe there should be political parties which have a single issue. Maybe there should be also another political party of indefinite life extensionists that has more broad spectrum of opinions. But in fact, I think that such a political party should probably be broader than just indefinite life extension party. It maybe should be called as effective accelerationism party, or even science party, or something like this, like maybe accelerating science political party, or more funding for science, something like that. And such a party probably would get even more political votes. I'm not sure. Like some people in our chats say that there is political party Volt, and they say that it is kind of science oriented, and we might try to interest them in our agenda as well. And that's good idea, that's good direction of work. Trying to introduce our ideas into one of already existing parties and see what we would get out of that. So it's another important direction of work. The problem is, of course, that there are a lot of directions, and there are not so many people who actually try to do something tangible in one of these directions. And there are a lot of people now who are fully aware about indefinite life extension paradigm, and are willing generally to live to 200 years, 1000 years, 1 million years, even forever. But most of these people don't really act. I mean, even if they do act, most of the time their area of interest lies somewhere in business. And that's another interesting topic for discussion. Where should people go? In what field? What should they try to do? Is business the most effective way? Is science the most effective? Or maybe it's political promotion of our ideas. About that, we will speak in one of the next videos. So this video is going to the end.